Hi friends, welcome to Konexio Technical Insight. I am Rahul Randeria and I would be conducting today's show. Today we would be discussing regarding the trends, the setups, the technical indicators, the candlestick patterns on Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as on the different asset classes. Now, first of all, let us discuss what we have mentioned in our last video. In our last video, we have mentioned that the primary trend is still intact. Any dips should be used as a buying opportunity, and day by day and candle by candle, the rally is getting sharper and sharper. So sooner or later, we might see Nifty breaking its all-time high and would go into an unchartable trajectory. So definitely, this was the view. Market opened with a positive gap and consolidated and traded with positive uh, uh, trend throughout the week and ended on a positive note on a weekly candle. So now, first of all, let us go through the daily charts of the Nifty and try to figure out what could be the trend for the next week. Uh, Now, for the next week, let me just share that next week is a truncated week, and we have only a four trading sessions. So definitely, next week is going to be a highly volatile trading week, and we might see uh, uh, market moving with a huge volatility, zigzag movement, but with positive bias. Now let us go to the Nifty daily charts and we'll try to figure out what is the trend, what was the trend, and what could be the trend for the next week. Now this is what we have been discussing since last couple of months, since 4 5 months. It has been moving in an upward rising channel, making higher tops, higher bottoms. Currently, Nifty at it midway of this rising channel, and it is just short, maybe 2% or 2.5% short of its lifetime high. This is the daily chart of the Nifty. You can see RSI is also into a comfort zone. It is still not yet entered into an overbought territory, so still it is into a comfort zone. This was last week move. Market ended on a positive note, and on daily charts, it's the trend seems to be positive for the next week. Now let me go to the weekly candle so we will have a clear view. This is the weekly candle. Just look at the cursor. This is the weekly candle. It is a strong bullish candle. It is on the verge of a breakout of this particular consolidation range. Uh, Once Nifty breaks this particular range, which is about 18,200 to be on round figure, Nifty might test 18,605, which is all-time high, which was registered in October 2021. So definitely, the psychology of the candlestick always gives you indication whenever the prices uh, tries to challenge its lifetime high or multi-year high, there is going to be highly volatile because there is going to be a huge tug of war between the bulls and the bears. So definitely the trend seems to be positive. Next week is a truncated week because we have a trading holiday on Tuesday because of Guru Nanak Jayanti. So we might see a highly trading session, a highly volatile trading session with positive bias. Now let us discuss the important supports and resistance level in the Nifty for the next week. The first support in the Nifty is placed around 17,959. Below that, the second support is placed at 17,838, and third support is placed at 17,654. Now the upside, the first resistance is around 18,342. Then second resistance is around 18,458, and third resistance is around 18,605, which is its lifetime high, which was registered in October 2021. So maybe most probably next week or a week after, we might see Nifty breaking its all-time high. So the primary trend remains to be intact. That is positive. And looking at this particular pattern, any dips should be used as a buying opportunity. So the strategy should be buy on dips. Now let us go to the Bank Nifty charts. On Bank Nifty daily charts, also the similar pattern has been formed. You can see it is a upward rising channel making higher tops, higher bottoms. RSI is also into a comfort zone. Last week, Bank Nifty traded in a consolidation range. The range was 41,677 on the upside, and on the downside, the major support was 40,819. So Bank Nifty needs to break out from this either side range. So once Bank Nifty breaks the high of 41,677, then Bank Nifty might give a breakout of the 2 weeks of consolidation, and we might see a sharp short covering bounce from those levels, which will take Bank Nifty towards its lifetime high, and most probably it will break lifetime high because of the sharp short covering of the last 2 weeks of consolidation. So this is the daily charts. It is showing a consolidation range. Now let me go to the weekly charts. Again, on the weekly charts, as I said, 2 weeks of consolidation. This was a week prior to the last week, and last week was a doji kind of week. So it was an indecisive. Bank Nifty didn't go anywhere. It opened, it made a high, weekly high, it made a weekly low, and ended just near the opening level. So now the trend deciding level for the Bank Nifty is around 41,677. Once it breaks, then we might see a sharp short covering from these levels. But looking at the overall charts, which we have been saying that the overall charts is positive, and Bank Nifty is also poised to enter into its new trajectory, unchartable trajectory, in a very soon, in maybe couple of days, maybe 5 days or 10 days from Monday onwards. So now let us discuss the important supports and resistance level in Bank Nifty for the next week. For the next week, the first support in the Bank Nifty is placed around 41,051 is the first support. Second support is around 40,819, and third support is around 40,355. Whereas on the upside, the first resistance is around 41,516. Above that, the second resistance in Bank Nifty is around 41,840, which is its lifetime high registered on October 2021. And third resistance above that is 42,258, which is into a new chartable territory, unchartable territory, I mean to say, new horizon. So definitely looking at the chart pattern of Nifty and Bank Nifty, the primary trend remains to be positive, and sooner or later we will see Bank Nifty and Nifty crossing its lifetime high. So strategy should be buy on dips in the next week. Now let us come to the third segment of our show, which is option analysis. In option analysis, we'll try to analyze the data of option chain of Nifty, Bank Nifty calls and puts, and let us see the data of Nifty calls first. You will see on the screen the action in the Nifty calls was seen in 18,200 calls, then 18,300 calls, 18,400 calls, 18,500 calls, as well as you can see 18,600 calls also, which is lifetime high. Now here you can see there has been rise in the volumes, rise in the open interest, then you can see the rise in option premium also. The rise in the option premium is slightly positive because Nifty ended on a positive note, but last week was slightly a consolidative move. Implied volatility is also into a comfort zone, which is between 11.96 and 13.58 or 13.43. So definitely this setup is clearly indicating that smart money is waiting for Nifty to move out of this particular range, that is 18,200. You can clearly see over here that the major part of the volume concentration is in 18,200 calls. So once that is broken out with additional volumes, definitely Nifty might test its lifetime high, which is 18,600. So as I said, looking at this data, the trend seems to be positive. Now let us discuss what we have observed in Nifty puts. In Nifty puts, you will see the action was seen in 18,000 puts, then 17,900 puts, 17,800 puts, 17,700 puts. Now here you can see there has been rise in the volumes, rise in open interest, implied volatility is in the comfort zone. It is between 12.09 to 13.69. There has been a slightly negative in percentage change of option premiums. That might be because slightly smart money might be thinking that Nifty might consolidate or might not go below the level of 17,000, maybe 800 on the downside. So this could act as a major support area in the next week. So definitely, once Nifty crosses those particular level, that we might see a sharp pullback. I mean to say 18,200 mark. Then we might see a sharp rally towards 18,600 mark in the couple of days. So definitely the trend seems to be positive from these levels. Now let us see what we have observed on Bank Nifty calls. In Bank Nifty calls, the action was seen in 41,500 calls, then 42,000 calls, and then 42,500 calls. Now here also you can see there has been a rise in the open interest, rise in the volumes. Implied volatility is also rising between 16 to 16.45, though it is not into a danger zone, but there has been a significant drop in the option premium. This is clearly indicating that because of last 10 trading sessions, Bank Nifty has been moving into a particular consolidation range. It is waiting for that particular breakout above 41,677. So definitely once Bank Nifty breaks 41,677, this out of the money option writers, call option writers will surely come to cover their shorts, and which will pull Bank Nifty on towards upward trajectory because of the short covering. So definitely this data is showing that as of now, until and unless Bank Nifty is trading below 41,677, it is going to be a trading heaven for call writers in Bank Nifty. But once it crosses 41,677 in spot, then we might see a sharp rally towards the level of 42,300 on the upside in the next couple of days. So definitely consolidation, Bank Nifty is waiting for a breakout, and definitely we will see in the next week. Now let us see what we have observed in Bank Nifty puts. In Bank Nifty puts, the action was seen in 41,000 puts, then 40,500 puts, and 40,100 puts. Now here you can see there is this rise in the volumes, rise in the open interest. Implied volatility is also rising between 15.70 to 16.98. There has been a significant drop or sizable drop in option premium in Bank Nifty. Now looking at Bank Nifty calls and Bank Nifty put erosion of the option premium, we feel or we think in that way that traders, I mean to say the option writers, might be thinking that Bank Nifty might remain in the range of 41,700 on the upside, and on the downside maybe 40,500. That is the reason you can see there has been a strong congestion of the volumes between 40,500 volumes is around 10 lakhs 49,000, and near 41,000 it is 20 lakhs 42,761. So definitely they are thinking that Bank Nifty might trade in this particular band, maybe on the downside 40,500 and on the upside 41,700. But looking at the particular trend on the charts, we feel that because the international markets were also positive, so we might see a breakout which might bring in short covering in Bank Nifty call writers, and Bank Nifty put writers will start getting aggressively to write more Bank Nifty puts, because Bank Nifty might shoot up significantly higher if it breaks 41,677. So most probably looking at the chart patterns and option data, we clearly see the trend is positive. Any dips should be used as a buying opportunity. And once again, I would like to say next week is a truncated week, so we might see a highly volatile trading sessions for next week. Now let us come to the final segment of our show, which is positional call. I have identified one stock from metal sector. The name of the stock is JSW Steel. Now here you can see stock has been into a consolidation. You can clearly see here it is into a consolidation range, or you might see a flag pattern. This is a pole, this is a flag consolidation. Now let me just synchronize the chart. Now you see here RSI is positive, making high tops, high bottoms. It is in the comfort zone. Stock is on a verge of at least a congestion range. Even if we take this rectangular consolidation, then also JSW Steel has potential to test its lifetime high of almost 800. And once it closes above 800, then JSW Steel might go into a unchartable trajectory, and it might start it might give an indication of a start of a mega rally in JSW industry or JSW steel in next 4 to 5 years. It might become a doubler or a tripler from the breakout point. I mean to say above 800 mark. So let us first of all concentrate towards this particular setup. And looking at this particular setup, we feel that stock is on the verge of a breakout of this congestion range, and at least I'm not talking about a mega trend as of now, though the setup is poised for this particular breakout of its 800 mark of its lifetime high. But as of now, we are taking just a call of 800 at a target of 800. And further, once it closes above 800, then we will revise afterwards. But looking at this particular pattern, any short-term investors, any swing traders, any long-term investors can accumulate the stock on dips to 690. Currently, the stock is trading around 701. You can see, before a breakout, the volumes are rising. You can see the rise in the volumes is of last couple of months. So definitely, the stock is about to give a breakout. Any dips on Monday or Tuesday should be used as a buying opportunity. So long-term investors can accumulate the stock on dips to 690 for a target of 800 in the in short to medium term or long term also. Once it closes above 800, then the stock might go into unchartable territory, and we might see stock giving or starting of a mega rally for next couple of years. So definitely, at least for from here, one can invest in stock on dips to 690 for a target of 800 in short to medium term. So thank you very much, friends. Let us conclude the show. Uh, any comments you can give into comments box, and have a nice trading week. Thank you.